Hi guys, my name is Morgana Hilra from Hawt SL. I am a Second Life blogger and creator. I also do some DJing on the side periodically. As you may know, I suffer from mental illness. Not just one, but multiple. Today, January 25th, 2017, is Belle's Let's Talk Day. Let's Talk is basically to bring attention to mental illness, to bring knowledge, education, and believe me, they're two different things. You could have all the knowledge in the world about mental illness, but it's still evolving, it's still changing, and more people are reporting their thoughts, their feelings, their findings, so you're going to want to stay educated. Basically, if you go to Let's Talk, or bell.ca Let's Talk, they have multiple ways for you to gain knowledge, for you to help out, and also for those of you out there who don't know how to deal with mental illness in a family member or a friend or someone you work with, there are resources on the website. There is also a video that if you every time that you watch it or that you share it with somebody else, Bell Canada will donate 5 cents per video to further knowledge, further exploration, further resources for people with mental illness. As you can tell, I'm kind of nervous making this video because although many of you know I have mental illness or suffer from it, a lot of you don't know what it is. And it's really hard to talk about things when you're afraid of being judged. I find that in Second Life that people, they hide behind their avatars. It's like having a mask and walking down the street, and everybody with a mask feels that they can judge you and make judgments on you. Everybody with a red mask are the ones that are sitting there that don't know you, don't know that you have a mental illness, and are the ones that are, attacking you, saying, oh, she doesn't have a mental illness, she's just a bitch. That's not fair. I have Asperger's syndrome, and then on top of this, it's like, the problem is that Asperger's is just the illness that I have, okay? That is like a disease that I have that there's no fixing it. It is who I am. I was diagnosed when I was 22. No matter what people on the internet say, that's when I was diagnosed. I just didn't accept it until in my 30s. So, and I didn't start seeking treatment until then, which is sad because if there had been resources out there, then when I was a child, they could have found this early on, all right? They could have figured out that, I don't know if I should use my real name, oh, whatever. They could have figured out that Angel, that's me, had an actual mental disease, an illness that needed to be treated, instead of saying, oh, Angel just throws tantrums, or Angel just cries all the time, or Angel just hides in the corner and hits her head on the wall. Yeah, I used to do that. The thing is that I didn't do it to hurt myself. I did it because I needed to centralize these feelings, these like an overload of feeling. People, professional people even, have said that people with Asperger's syndrome have no empathy. That's not true, okay? Here I am. I have Asperger's. I was diagnosed at 22. I didn't get therapy until into my 30s. And, I can tell you right now, I have empathy. I have a lot of empathy. The problem is, I don't know, like, my capacity for empathy is at full max. Like, there's no room for movement in there. And it's like having a jar, okay? You have to picture this, okay? You have a jar, it's sitting on a shelf. In that jar is everybody else's feelings. Every time that I have an interaction with someone, I put more feelings into that jar. And more feelings and more feelings. And now this is an expandable jar. However, everything bursts sooner or later. And that's when you have those days where I have what I refer to as a bad day. So you have this underlying issue, the major issue, or the header of Asperger's. And then underneath it, it's like a family tree. You drop down one level. Because I have Asperger's, I don't socially interact well with people. That's saying the least. So you go down one level, and then you have depression. Oh God, I have depression. I am so depressed. I'm depressed to the point that there have been times, whether it be real life or Second Life, I have wanted to walk in front of a freaking bus. It would be much better than some of the shit that I deal with. Okay, so we go from depression and we drop down another level. So we go down another level, so that you got to remember all these levels are building up underneath the main problem. So we drop down another level, and then you have the bipolar. These are symptoms. These are things that can happen because of having Asperger's. People just think, oh, it's just autism. There's no such thing as just autism. So okay, so we got the depression, we got the bipolar. Bipolar makes me manic. One minute I could be, slow and sullen and tired, and then the next minute I have energy coming out my freaking ears. And the problem is this causes more problems. So we have this energy problem. The problem is I could be super happy, super fun, but then on a split second change, it could change for the worse. I could be angry. I could be ready to just punch a wall. I would never hurt one of my children. So anybody out there that are thinking something like that, you're sick. Get help. So okay, so we drop down again. Then we have my normal health problems, okay? Now I know you're thinking dropping down is the making things less important, but trust me here. We drop down again, we have my normal health problems. I've got trouble with my heart. So, of course I get depressed about that, and that causes problems for everything else, And my heart races all the time. I have anxiety, so much anxiety that I'm always afraid that I'm going to have a heart attack with how bad my anxiety can get. These are mental illnesses, people. You have to bring attention to these illnesses. I'm not asking for attention. I'm asking you to understand that this is my experience, personal experience with these illnesses. So if this is my experience, can you imagine what Tom, Dick, Harry, or Harriet's experiences are? It is so important to bring more information, more resources. My story could go on forever. I have an infinite number of levels. So I will skip to the bottom, which is my first priority. The bottom is not the end. The bottom is my priority. Okay? My children, my family, my friends, my whole being is at the bottom here. This is that person, the person that makes Morgana, aka Angel. All right? This ball is me with my children, my family, my love, my everything in this ball. And then when you're in the center of this ball, you look up and see those multiple levels that are just scary. And you have to deal with each level every day, every minute of the day. And then you go up this level, and then you have interaction with other people. So you have all of these levels of, oh God, why? How come I can't do this? How come I can't do that? Why am I like this, And then you get to the part where it's social interaction. Yeah, right. The social interaction, I really do. And I apologize to anyone who I may have offended over the years. I'm doing my best. So we go up to the top of this level, back to the Asperger's. See, my daughter calls it Asperger's. She's 12 and borderline autistic. She has learning disabilities, but she's getting so much better. And of course, there's the anxiety about that. You have to understand, anybody with anxiety, with any form of mental illness, they understand, okay? Anyone out there that has these disabilities understands how frustrating it can be. It's to the point, there are some times that I'll have an anxiety attack, and it'll feel like somebody is stepping on my chest and pushing, and my heart races, and my throat closes up, and my mouth gets numb, and I get scared. It feels like a fight or flight. And I'm a fighter. I sit and I'll fight through it. And that's the point here. I'm a fighter, but not everybody is. What I would love for you to do, this is a favor to me, but it could be a favor to you or to your family member or to a friend or a colleague. I would love for you to go to this website that I'm going to link on my video, or somewhere. I'm going to link to the video actually on YouTube for Bell Let's Talk. And I would love for you to go there and check out the resources. Make sure you read the description. Check out all the resources. I will even link the Facebook information. I will link everything. Please do this for you. Do this for your family. Do this for your friends. Do this for your colleagues. Do this for the stranger down the street that you've heard of all your life that has mental illness, and maybe somebody makes fun of them. I can list a ton of things that I would wish that you would do. It only takes a few minutes to click a button. It only takes a few minutes to read a page. Please help bring mental awareness to everybody in the world. I know that they'd appreciate it. I know I would. And hey, what do they say? Time to do a good deed for a stranger. Thank you for watching. I really hope that I made some sense. I tried to stay calm through it. It's hard for me. I don't know if you guys understand exactly how hard, but maybe one day you will. Hopefully, if you read the literature and watch the video like 100 times, maybe 1,000 times, not this video, the video that I'm going to link, then maybe you can help bring awareness. And to everyone out there that is suffering from mental illness or disease, take a deep breath, smile, and know that there is somebody out there across the world, maybe down the street, maybe a few towns over, that understands you, supports you, and knows what you're going through. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You never know what I'm going to post, obviously. And I'll do my best to bring you some interesting material. I've started a web page, not a web page, Facebook group, and I will link that with the information in my blog. And again, please support Bell's Let's Talk Day. And just because if you don't see this today, not a big deal. You know, you can still click the links. You can still go and offer support. You can still talk to your neighbor or your family member. Make sure that they're okay. I will say this, don't ride them. If you ask them if they're okay and they say they're okay, just wait for them to come to you. Don't constantly ask them. So, that being said, have a great day, and happy clicking.